To get further information, please refer to the EDX installation guide, specifically Chapter 9.3 Installation of Service Catalog on Linux. Please note that the ECP endpoint must be running and accessible via AMQP protocol before the next steps. For installation of Service Catalog on a Unix server, it's necessary to have prepared the EDX Catalog RPM file. Change the directory to the folder where the RPM is located and invoke RPM install command. The installation is finished. Default password can be used after the installation, but for security reasons it's recommended to set custom ones. Change the directory to etc EDX Catalog and run the configure passwords script. Select the desired form of user and technical passwords, which can be plain, hashed or encrypted. There are several passwords which need to be set, at first for administrator and then for other technical accounts. All the defined passwords will be stored to appropriate configuration files. In case that the Service Catalog is installed on the same server as the ECP endpoint, the configuration of initial ports need to be updated. Go to etc systemd system EDX Catalog and open env.conf. Update all the numbers of ports to some that differ from the numbers of ports of ECP endpoint. Save the file. Before starting the application, the configuration needs to be updated. Go to etc EDX Catalog and open catalog.properties. Fill out all the necessary parameters. At first, the component code of catalog, which is the same as for its endpoint. Because the Service Catalog is installed on the same server as the ECP endpoint, the internal broker.amqp.port has to be changed, for example to number 6672. The keystore.jks will be replaced by the one from ECP endpoint due to the use of AMQPS, and therefore the keystore auth alias need to be changed on both places to ECP module auth. It's also needed to configure the EDX user for access of ECP endpoint internal broker in case ECP endpoint is configured with secured AMQPS broker. In catalog.properties, get or update the credentials for ECP broker.auth user and ECP broker.auth.password. Save the file. After that, go to etc ECP endpoint and in users.properties define new catalog user and password corresponding with credentials from catalog.properties. Save the file. Open groups.properties of ECP endpoint and assign this new user to users group. Save the file. Now, copy the auth keystore.jks from var lib ECP endpoint folder to the EDX catalog folder using cp command and replace the original keystore.jks. This is needed due to use of AMQPS protocol. Change the group and owner of keystore.jks to EDX catalog using chown command. The start of the application can be performed. In case that the service configuration has been changed, it's needed to use the systemctl daemon reload command. The application can be started, and that can be done using systemctl start EDX Catalog command. Status can be verified by systemctl status EDX Catalog command. Now it's possible to open the graphical user interface via web browser. The URL contains of the HTTPS, your server IP, and 9443 port. The loading process can take a few seconds. When the page is successfully loaded, it's possible to log in with defined credentials, for example admin and set password. As we can see, the installation has been successful and it's possible to display the publication screen of the service catalog. The version of EDX application is 1.9.0. The service catalog is prepared.